metal's everywhere, and where that was not the place several years ago, or 25 years ago.
I think in the growth and size of the companies, the market itself has expanded, and there's a greater sense of out there in the marketplace of what metal's all about.
15 years ago, the major manufacturers did not sell through distribution. They sold direct, and that has changed as well.
Great strides have been made in educating both the residential and commercial building owner for the applications of metal and its uses in both residential and commercial construction.
The major change I see in the industry is that it's not as fragmented as it was. MCA has played an enormous role in that by bringing all of these companies and their interests together and hearing what they have to say and developing programs and developing strategies in order to keep those people involved and those companies involved, and so that the industry could have one voice.
Seeing the metal initiative, the TMI, take off has been something that's very, very important for my company specifically, but I think for the industry.
The biggest change, of course, is the tremendous explosion of the use of metal, both commercially and residentially.
Every American knows now that if they put a metal roof on their home, they get a tax credit, and I credit a lot of that hard work to members of the MCA.
The biggest changes, I think, is we've moved, metal in construction has moved from basically shade and shelter in some industry manufacturing facilities to now it is a premier form of material that goes into construction for all of the right reasons.
By looking at all the different applications, metal has gone further and further into more buildings, more applications, more products, more roofs.
I think the advent of cool pigmentation has been earth-shattering in terms of advancement of our industry.
We've seen a tremendous amount of growth in the applications of both ACM and other kinds of metal products as well. I think a lot of that is because of the variety of finishes that are now available, both painted and anodized finishes that are clearly superior to what they may have been 25 or 30 years ago.
Within the last 25 years, metal roofing has gotten much more complex. We've gone from simple rectangular roofs to actually getting what we wanted. We've been telling architects over the years, you know, metal roofing is a great component to add to your design.
The biggest changes in the metal construction industry are associated with the growth in roofing, the products that have come out, the innovative products that have come onto the market, and moving that on into the solar and sustainable arena.
The people and the members of MCA are just pretty good people, know the market, and have taken steps to address that market. Many of the changes have been more technical changes than we had in the beginning. Obviously, the MetalCon has grown fantastically.
Some of the booths on the show floor here that were 10 by 10s back in 1991 when we launched in Washington, D.C., and they're 30 by 30s. I mean, it's amazing the growth that I've seen, which represents growth in their own company business, or they wouldn't be having booths this large at a trade show.
MetalCon being in existence for a great number of years now, and seeing its attendance and various seminars and exhibitors growing each year, the MCA is accomplishing its goals in promoting the use of metal in a variety of different markets.
We have now MetalCon, or a trade show, very successful. It continues to be the dominant trade show for the metal construction industry.
The idea of having MetalCon was to provide a revenue for the MCA and to expand its leadership role.
MetalCon has been very important to MCA. MCA has been very important to the MetalCon trade show. And from that, we started the demo program where different segments of our industry put on demonstrations all 3 days. And we tie in outside components and vendors of our many tool manufacturers and vendors to do what we call a tool day.
We experimented at first with the demo concept in a small way, saw that there was quite a bit of interest, and just continued to develop on it to a point where a number of years later it has grown into what I think is a fairly major attraction.
I look forward to more and more growth with the show. I think that's more than possible. We've seen it now. We've gone from 200 some odd booths to over 850 booths this year.
Several other things that the metal construction industry has done has been very proactive in growing markets, partly the residential market through the Metal Roofing Alliance, but also the commercial market with the Metal Initiative, and it's also creating a lot of great certification programs. And I think for the future, that needs to be the focus of the Metal Construction Association, as well as getting more involved in government advocacy to bring down the barriers that keep popping up regarding metal.
The challenge is to continue to get a bigger share of all the various slices in marketplace.
Very few of the people that I talk to through the TMI understand well enough not only what goodness and benefits that metal brings, but the technological things like cool roofing, if you will, can bring to them in terms of either energy savings or the sustainabilities that are there, better than any system, any building medium in the business.
The biggest challenges that I see right now are still awareness for the consumer.
Well, along with some of the initiatives that the MCA should continue to strive for would be continue to take a proactive role in certification of products and contractors.
We focus more on what we can be more so than what we are. And I think that gives us an advantage in that we have a vision for the future. It keeps us focused on development of the industry, development of technology, and more importantly, being a cohesive voice on behalf of the industry.
Between the MRA and the TMI together, we'll not only see more metal used, but see our piece of the pie grow as an industry.
The continued focus of MCA has to be that joint track of both marketing-oriented things, as we do through the Metal Initiative and the Metal Roofing Alliance.
One of the big challenges is going to be for the MCA to make sure that the members fully participate.
We're pretty bullish on the future about this association growing, and our hope is to grow with it.
I think MCA owes a great debt of gratitude to these tremendous individuals who poured their heart and soul and pocketbooks into the organization.
It's been very rewarding as well to see how successful the MCA has been in positioning metal in a favorable way and being successful in overturning some codes that have been an obstacle to the growth of metal. Those challenges will not go away. We'll continue to work as a team and bring in the resources we have to tackle all those issues facing us in the future.
And some of the work that we're doing with Oak Ridge National Lab with zero energy buildings and reduced carbon footprints and so forth is going to be a tremendous opportunity for us.
I think the biggest challenges that we face going into the future is how we are going to deal with codes and standards, and how those codes and standards evolve around the green issue, sustainability, and the direction that the MCA is taking, which is very focused on that, is going to push us in the right direction.
What we should do is get our message out so it's more universally heard, and broaden our channels.
And we're so green we can't even stand it, but we're not telling people well enough.
Moving forward, environmental aspects, green, LEED, cool roofing, I think we're going to see a lot of that coming down the turnpike.
It's been our goal to help MetalCon grow, to keep hitting from what we call the efficient bell curve by new initiatives, and we hope for many, many more years to help keep fund the many, many important initiatives within the MCA.
Happy anniversary, MCA.
I think it's great that the MCA is celebrating its 25th anniversary. Congratulations, and I was happy to be present at the creation.
I wish the Metal Construction Association a grand 25th anniversary, and hopefully there's 25 more years left out there for all the work that needs to be done.
The last 25 years is just the beginning. I think metal is going to become a bigger and bigger part. Environmentally, it's better. And I think it's going to be a great future.